That's the song.
So that must be the girl. You think?
Wait, did someone just say Camp Rock is 10 years old? What's going on, you lovely people? Lisa here, and I dug out this shirt that I got when I interviewed the cast of Camp Rock 2 back in the day. Because you know what? I can't believe it, but June 20th, 2018 is here, and it marks the 10th anniversary of the release of the very first Camp Rock on Disney Channel. Yeah, it's officially been 10 years. Do you feel old yet?
Oh, I'm like the Crypt Keeper!
That means 10 years since Joe Jonas and his helmet hair awkwardly danced onto our screens and we were introduced to Demi Lovato's big voice. I mean, we all spent the summer walking around belting out "This Is Me," right? No, not that one, this one.
This is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Gonna let the light shine on me.
Now, since my video for facts about High School Musical did well for its 10-year anniversary, I figured I'd do the same for this classic cheesy decom. So let's take a look at some things you may or may not know about Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2 as well. Now, we all grew to love Joe Jonas as Connect 3's resident bad boy Shane Gray. Yeah, according to him on Twitter, the OG Mr. Gray. But there was another teen heartthrob who got pretty far in the casting process. While doing press for the original movie, Megan Martin, who plays Tess, told Popstar magazine that she and Taylor Lautner actually met during the audition process and he got pretty far. I guess we will just have to imagine seeing Jacob Black sing and dance in our dreams.
Just relax, lay about, or my fist will put you out. Dream, 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 dream.
So yeah, that also means Camp Rock was not written for the Jonas Brothers like many may think. Joe actually had to audition for the role just like every other actor.
I don't want to waste my summer at some camp. I'm Shane Gray, for crying out loud.
Once he got the role, the script actually had to be reworked to add in the characters of Nate and Jason for Nick and Kevin Jonas. Director Matthew Diamond just recently told the International Business Times that the original script actually called for Shane's manager to send him off to camp to fix his image. He explained, "We just thought it was such a great, interesting thing that he's got two bandmates to say, you're out of control and you're going back to Camp Rock and you're going to learn to behave yourself or something." That seemed like a much better idea than an off-screen manager.
So do your time. Enjoy the fresh air. Get a tan.
Oh, and can you make me a birdhouse or something?
That script change leads us to fact number 3, which isn't actually so much a fun fact as more of kind of an error they made. In the first movie, Nate and Jason were just Shane's bandmates, and that was it.
Yeah, man, this is where Connect 3 connected.
And you get to see your Uncle Brown.
Yeah, you notice how they're like, you're going to see your Uncle Brown. Well, the success of the first movie and of course the star power of the Jonas Brothers, they decided to make Connect 3 a band of brothers in the second movie and thought no one would notice the change.
Rockers, my nephews, and Camp Rock alum, better known to the world as Connect 3!
Camp Rock 2 officially became a full family affair in real life though too, because not only did the Jonas Brothers' beloved bodyguard, Big Rob, play their bus driver and bodyguard in the movie, but the bonus Jonas, Frankie, aka the youngest Jonas brother, played Trevor, the junior rocker who always has a video camera with him and gives Jason a pretty hard time. And just so you feel kind of even older now, here's Frankie Jonas today, who's currently 17 and in college. Now if you know anything about Joe Jonas, you know he's pretty clumsy. I mean, he even has a scar on his head from running into a wall. Well, one of his unplanned trips actually made it into Camp Rock because the director thought it was funny, and it is this scene. Next up, Camp Rock was filmed in Canada at Camp White Pine, which served as the camp for another classic camp movie, although this one was a little more raunchy, but it was called Meatballs, which actually spawned a bunch of sequels as well. Jasmine Richards, who plays Peggy, who ends up winning Final Jam in the first movie, who you also might recognize from Naturally Sadie, did not actually sing her song Here I Am in the film.
So here I am.
Yeah, they kind of pulled a Zac Efron, Drew Seeley switch on us here, as Renee Sandstrom is credited with Peggy's singing voice. We don't know exactly the real reason why Jasmine Richards didn't sing her own song, although there have been some rumors that was because she had some vocal cord issues before she was supposed to record and they had to switch it out. But either way, Jasmine does sing, as evident by her own YouTube covers back in the day.
Like I'm made of paint.
Another fun fact related to Jasmine is that she personally loved to wear headbands, so she had it worked into the character of Peggy. She even brought a bunch of her own headbands, and you can spot Peggy wearing about 14 different headbands in the movie. Yeah, gives Ryan from High School Musical a run for his money when it comes to those hats, right? Megan Martin took on the role of Mean Girl Tess, and according to various interviews, there were a lot of Tess scenes that hit the cutting room floor because, well, Disney thought Tess came off too mean. Another random fact for Jonas Brothers fans, Megan is the voice you hear at the beginning of their song Video Girl, and you know, back in the day I actually made her do both the shoulder move that Tess does and the intro for Video Girl, and just for nostalgic reasons, let's play the clip.
Okay, so whatever made her loser, and the shoulder, and OMG, did you hear I'm dating a Jonas brother? It's so hot.
One thing Camp Rock gave us was everyone shipping Joe and Demi together, and at one point they even did start dating during the second movie, giving birth to Jemmy. Now, while promoting her documentary that came out earlier this year, Demi revisited Camp Rock and filled us all in on the moment she actually fell for Joe Jonas during the first movie.
What?
Did you
This
guys fall in
moment, I
love here?
freaking fell in love with him.
This moment right here?
In real life and
In real life.
Okay, tight.
You're a good actress too, actually.
Thanks, I wasn't acting much.
And during the second movie, the couple shared their actual first kiss together as a couple on screen.
That's your first kiss.
That was our first kiss.
Another fun fact, Demi was actually a big Jonas Brothers fan before landing the role in Camp Rock. When she first heard the playback of This Is Me, it actually brought her to tears.
I listened to the playback of my song for the first time with him, and I cried. I really did. I was so excited to hear his voice and my voice. I was like, Mom, that's Joe Jonas.
Now let's talk about Camp Rock 2. While holding auditions and filming, the movie used the code name Coin Flip. Chloe Bridges, who plays Dana, even told Cinesnob that she had no idea that she was even auditioning for Camp Rock 2. She thought she was auditioning for a movie about flipping coins or something, but after 5 hours of auditioning, she finally found out it was for Camp Rock 2. The next fun fact that's Chloe related is that she actually auditioned for the role of Mitchie in the first Camp Rock, and it actually came down between her and Demi Lovato for the role. In Camp Rock 2, Chloe's character Dana is a piano player, but Dana was originally supposed to be a violinist. But in her audition, since Chloe had no idea how to play the violin, she thought instead of fake playing the violin, I'll just bring in my piano and play for them. You know what? She's been playing classical piano since she was 7, and it paid off, and they changed the script. When it comes to the background dancers, many might actually look familiar to you now. In Camp Rock 2, you'll spot Courtney Galliana, who went on to compete on So You Think You Can Dance and has danced on shows like Glee and Hit the Floor. She's also married to Jonah Platt, a Broadway actor who is the brother of none other than Ben Platt. Another dancer who has appeared on TV was Jordan Clark, who starred in Canada's The Next Step for years and won the Canadian version of So You Think You Can Dance. And the last backup dancer I'll mention in this video is Alicia Josipovic, who you might recognize as Bianca from Degrassi seasons 10 through 13. Now it's almost time to wrap up this video, but before I do, I am a fan of a good callback in a sequel to the original, and Camp Rock 2 delivers a This Is Me reference during a Shane and Mitchie fight.
The whole reason I came was because
I know, was to get to know me better. Well, guess what? This is me trying to save something that I care about.
The last fun fact is that the final jam scene in the second movie had over 1,500 Jonas Brother and Demi Lovato fans in the stands. In fact, they put out a call on social media looking specifically for fans for this scene, and they went above and beyond, showing up in droves. Now, because the audience was made up of actual fans, they ended up filming 2 endings, one with each camp winning, Camp Star and Camp Rock, so that the fans wouldn't know the ending of the real one and spoil the film before it came out. And well, that wraps up 19 things you might not have known related to Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2, the final jam. I know big fans probably knew all of these things, but either way, it's still fun to take a trip down memory lane to celebrate 10 years of these movies. In fact, even the cast have joked about making an R-rated third movie in the future, and I would totally go see that, even though I highly doubt it will ever happen. But let me know what you loved most about the Camp Rock movies down in the comments. What's your favorite DCOM of all time? I'm actually going to go head off and watch these again, have some little nostalgic time with me, pop some popcorn, but you can click right over here for some things you might not know about the High School Musical movies or a Camp Rock Where Are They Now? I'm Lisa, thanks for hanging out with me. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you see, and I'll see you again real soon.